Right.
What's happening, guys? Ready Eddie here, back with another video. Ed and Tony reviews.
We're back. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It's been several lifetimes since I've had a baby.
Lifetimes.
I've had a baby since we've done the last.
Yeah.
The last ones. Time has gone. But yeah, we're doing this rough and ready because let's just say I've got a baby. Tony's busy with work
and getting a house.
He's buying a house.
And girlfriends and life and stuff. Yeah. It's all good.
Life happens. So
yeah.
It's not. This video is not going to be as polished as videos in the past. I'm pretty much just going to upload this as I go, but we have copies of the episode, so I'm going to run clips over the top of it. And if we get copyright stricken, then so be it. Because this is for fun. So yes. So, Last of Us.
Yeah, so we missed last episode for review, so this is 1 and 2.
Yeah, so this is review one of episode 1 and 2. Yep. Hopefully you've all seen it by now. Obviously, we knew there was a golf tournament coming up.
Yeah.
And Joel's just not very good at golf.
No.
But yeah, anyway, let's go through it super quick. Episode 1, let's go, let's do this.
Episode 1 was basically just setting the stage of the relationships. There was not much story. It was more just everyone picking up life where the first season left off.
Showing off all the new characters, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we had Dina, new person.
Yeah.
Jesse, Asian guy.
You know what, Jesse's spot on. I do like how he looks.
He's good. Yeah.
And
that's kind of it in terms of new characters go. And then you got the random bigoted guy at the dance.
The bigot guy in the dance, yeah. But yeah, it's obviously setting the scene. It's supposed to be 5 years later.
Oh yeah.
Ellie looks exactly the same. I really struggle. Like, even season one, I enjoyed it for what it is, but it's not Last of Us. Like the characters are completely different. Like, it's like he's cosplaying Joel.
Yeah,
and even like it's fine.
I never minded the casting for him. It was always Bella. Yeah. Bella Ramsey she's not Ellie, and even now she's definitely not. It's like she was 14 last season. She still looks 14. And still doesn't look like Ellie. Yeah. So we're meant to believe she's now 5 years older and can take on grown men twice her size with ease.
And there's combat. They showed combat with her fighting a dude much bigger. And yeah, you know what? Even as I was watching it, I was like, that's ridiculous. But then everyone that I've seen online and even yourself, I was just like, everyone else has agreed that it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, if there's a real fight, weight and muscle can override skill. Yeah. 9 times out of 10. Skill is important, but muscle and weight will matter in a fight.
Yeah, and Ellie's supposed to be scrappy. I don't know, maybe I've been imagining it wrong, but she's just, she ain't my Ellie.
No.
She ain't my Ellie, so.
Hey. Wow, you look like shit.
Dude, what do you want?
Episode 1 was really about the dance.
Yeah, that was kind of it, just to set up. Well, the fact that she's just been bratty to Joel the whole episode, so they're not having a good relationship. Joel's struggling with trauma about it and goes to a therapist. And that's kind of where the episode is. It's just Joel and Ellie are broken a little bit. And
yeah, to show they're not talking. Joel, like, and this is a big thing for me, Joel, like, as a character, he knows he's not in the right. He knows he's not in the right. But when he went into the therapy session, I don't really see the benefit. I guess that's for the benefit of catching up people that haven't watched the first season and for catching up people that haven't played the video game, for Joel to be like, oh, I was in the right or whatever. So they understand there's a conflict there. But it just, Joel knows he is a bad guy in a bad world doing the best he can.
Yeah, well, I think he said, I saved her.
Yeah.
That's what he said in terms of, what did you do? I saved her. That was it.
Yeah.
He didn't go into detail about what that meant, but yeah, no one seems to know.
And there was no resolution to that.
No.
Really? No resolution to that whole additional of that person that he supposedly have killed. They didn't really go into detail with it. Even after, sorry, I'm messing with the back of this, but these headphones are really diabolical.
It's fine.
So yeah, episode 1 is what it is. Dana, they kiss, bigot guy. Joel jumps in with a punch.
And the new stealthy clicker. Yeah.
And what are they called? The hunters or
stalkers?
Stalkers. There we go. Yeah, stalkers. That was quite interesting. The action. That's the thing I give it credit for. The action's interesting.
Yeah.
And going into episode 2, the action when they're all attacking the base and jumping in. I'm sitting up. I'm like, okay, cool. That's pretty cool. What creative ways are they going to defend themselves?
It was a bit like a medieval warfare with the whole like oil barrels down the walls and lighting them. And
well, you don't want to damage the walls necessarily. You got to cause as much damage out there as
You'd
possible.
think though by now they would have reinforced it with like those staggered things, the pole sticks in the ground, barbed wire, not just have wooden fences.
Or even Attack on Titan stages.
Exactly. Like, what happened? They had 20 years to prepare for this, and then
Yeah. Maybe they got comfortable and compliant and they thought it was enough.
Yeah, but we saw another bloater, the second of the whole show.
Yeah. The bloater attacking, he instantly knew he was going to punch through. And then it came down to, what was his name?
Who? Tommy?
It's Tommy, isn't it? Yeah, Tommy, the brother of Joel.
Who in the game would have been with Joel and not in the town.
Yeah, so they mixed it up. So, like, Tommy was supposed to be with Joel out when they're playing the golf tournament. And Ellie was with Dana at the weed farm.
Yeah.
And, like, that's a huge point of character development where they actually get personal time.
And then Jesse comes in and is like, dude, we haven't found Joel and Tommy.
Yeah.
So that was their moment to sort of show their connection before they then go and find Joel.
I'm sure that there's some reason where that's better.
I don't know. If they want to convey them as the relationship, they haven't done well.
Yeah.
By missing that key piece of, they actually get a bit naked and a bit spliffy in the
fan
game.
surface.
Yeah.
But I guess they're too young to be doing that kind of thing. These actors.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about? We were talking about Tommy. So Tommy goes one-on-one with a bloater because he's trying to protect his wife. Like, the bloater's just looked in her direction. He's not, like, gone into the building. He's not got up the stairs. He's not on the roof.
He's just in the street.
His wife. He just turns towards the building where his wife is at. And then Tommy goes suicidal and, for some reason, shoots a few pistol rounds and is ignored by the entire horde.
Yeah. That's where I was just like, oh, why is he... You wouldn't do that.
Like, what? Like, how does that compute? What is that?
It's gripping for the audience. It's not realistic.
I don't know. The action's good. It just don't make sense, So he lures the bloater to one side, one-on-one, the flamethrower, and the tension of the flamethrower running out. You know something's going to happen. You hope someone's going to jump in with some axe, or I was joking that Ellie's going to do a drop kick and then save the day.
Wouldn't have surprised me,
but yeah, he just burns out at the last second. So
I mean, he had a gun in his pocket. When you're like...
Yeah, but like he didn't have time to... I get that. He didn't have time to reach for the gun. He was focused on the flamethrower.
I'm just a bit annoyed where he's like, I give up, and then he burns. It's just like, don't give up.
That was lame. Yeah. It was lame. But there we go. The town gets overran, and Joel and Dana and Abby go back for the golf tournament with... her compadres.
Well, they were being chased by an army, and then the army's not there when they get there. I don't know if that was explained.
Yeah. They're followed by all these zombies, like since that Abby started it all. But they don't go after Abby; they just go after the town. So, yeah, Abby and Joel and Dana are safe.
Is it because they touched the pipe? Do you reckon that started it? That called them all there? Do you reckon that's it?
I have no idea what that's about. They showed that in the first episode, and they've shown it in the second episode. There's something about the pipes having cordyceps in them.
Yeah.
What has that got to do with everything? And like, why does one person falling into a space start... Oh, whatever. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot of whys and whats. But in the video game... They don't find out Joel's name until he's in and amongst the group of people. They introduce themselves and then he says Joel. But in this version, Dana
still calls out to him.
Sorry, I'm yawning because it's been a long day, right? We're still doing this. We're adults, okay? We're not kids on YouTube, right?
I mean, I liked how they did that because it means...
That's a bit more natural. them finding out. Like,
but also, it's because too cliche that she's the one guy she's there for.
That is cliche. I'm not arguing that, but it's more natural because she didn't know Dana was there.
Yeah,
she's calling out Joel's name, so that's fine. But it is very coincidental that Joel's the one that saves her. And yeah, I don't know. It sucks. Like the bottom line, no one likes Abby.
Yep, and like that hasn't really been changed.
That hasn't changed. There's no. The entire video game is about making you sympathise with Abby. He's had a second chance of really getting you to do this. Maybe you could start the whole season from Abby's point of view and not even have Joel and Ellie. But you still want Joel and Ellie to be the main characters.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
It did start off, the first shot you see is of her at the hospital.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to 5 years later, but nothing's changed. They all look the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she hasn't got arms or muscles. In fact, I'm surprised how small she looked in that cabin next to her.
Yeah.
That was a big shock.
Yeah,
she's actually about 5 foot.
She's like half his size. Like, Abby's supposed to have like trained and been butched for this, and she's just like, she's an evil little bitch. You know, that's the thing they really did get across this time round.
Yeah.
That she's an evil little bitch.
And they want us to sympathise with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just not saying.
You know what? As soon as I saw Abby looking over the cliff down towards Jackson, I was like, Tony, this is where it should have ended. He's like, what do you mean? It's like in the video game, when you take control of her, you jump off the cliff there.
Good ending.
That's the real ending. That's credits. the hidden ending of Last of Us. Anyway, but
so it played out pretty much as the game did. Episode ended where it's a slight difference because in the game he didn't get stabbed in the neck. That's different.
Yeah. She hit him a few
that.
times.
I preferred that.
Okay,
it's more final. It was more like
it was like final and very anticlimactic. Hitting him with a golf club was climactic, but just going.
I like the stab. I think the stab was good.
Yeah, it makes a point. Maybe Joel could have been in more of a puddle of blood, but I guess they wanted him to still be recognisable. I don't remember the game particularly, but I remember him being a mess.
Oh, he looks like that in the game. They did well with that.
Okay.
But yeah, did you notice that
wasn't he like
leant up against the golf club? That's what was a pretty good touch.
Wasn't he like leaning up against the wall as well or something?
In the game, he starts off like that. Yeah, when they blow his leg off and tourniquet him, he's up against the wall.
Yeah.
There was a lot more speech. In the game, he just says, "Get over your rehearsed speech and let's get this over with."
Yeah.
That's it. He doesn't even go through that was my dad. You killed him. None of that stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked him just like get on with it. Like that's the last fucking fuck you. I know this. I get this situation. I know what it is, but like it doesn't change that situation with the whole therapy and stuff in the first episode. It doesn't change anything. Like there's no revelation of the character. There's no new insight. It's everything everyone complains about. And I guess this is why everyone's going to hate on it all over again and give it more promo. Everyone's got to hate it, which is the thing, which is what I've said. Like everyone, like it's going to do gangbusters again because everyone's going to hate it just the same as us.
Politics and my team's right and you're all bigots and you're all sexist and the girl's not pretty, so you don't. I don't say it all online all the time. If you don't like the game, you're a sexist. And that's now going to be translated to people that watch it.
I loved Ellie the first.
Yeah, we like Joel. Everyone likes Joel and Ellie. They were good characters.
And like all the flashbacks and stuff, like you it's boring, busy work, but you just take your time with it because you want to just enjoy the relationship between them.
Yeah, I mean that will still be there this season. It'll be in every episode in some capacity.
Every episode there'll be, oh, do you remember Joel? We killed him. We killed him quite early.
He's a really bad guy, but here's a nice thing he did.
Are you glad they didn't kill him in the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we needed at least an episode of him alive just to establish where he's at.
Do you think it was too soon having the second episode, or?
No. If they want to do the whole game and get through the whole game, they're going to have to do it at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, even 2 episodes out of 7 is quite a lot of the season devoted to just getting out of Jackson.
Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. The thing is, watching it again, I was like, I said to you, it's easier watching it knowing it's going to happen. However, I don't like it anymore.
Things that it was the worst kept secret. even Ella, who's not seen it, says, "Oh yeah, I know he dies." I think it gets out. I think most people knew it was happening.
Yeah.
But if you were truly surprised, I don't know how that feels. I want to know from someone who didn't know.
But the thing is, what they've really overlooked is now that Joel's dead, Ellie crawls up to and hugs him. Like, Dana's asleep somewhere. Everyone's ignored Dana. Like, there's beyond the kiss, there's no emotional, relational interaction with anyone. No one cares about Dana at this point.
No, she was more flirting with Joel than anyone.
Like no one. So okay, cool.
So now we're meant to believe that they'll go off on a rampage together.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see how that pans out.
We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Okay, come on, verdicts. First episode, let's do it.
First episode, 8 out of 10.
Yeah?
Good start.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I like last episode. It had everything, a bit of everything. Had a good zombie stealth scene. It was, it had everything. The sets were good.
I was very tired the first episode. I don't think I watched it properly. I have to rewatch it. But I'm just gonna hate this whole season thing. So
fair enough. Well, I'm saying 8 out of 10. First episode.
Yeah. I'm saying 7
Okay.
because it's all shit. Joel shouldn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, episode 2, 6. I like the action, but that was all I liked.
The action's holding it together.
Yeah. Even then, it got a bit stale at the end. I was like, this sounds a bit too realistic.
And they fucked up the weed farm. They at least give us some fan service. The action was good.
Yeah. It was just, it was all right. It just didn't have enough.
It did what it needed to do. There wasn't anything.
Yeah.
I was surprised when it ended. I was like, really? Like, is that?
Yeah, I mean, what has actually happened story-wise? Joel's dead and this town defended themselves.
Yeah.
And Abby and Co are now gone.
It felt shorter. Maybe I've got to look at the runtime and see if it's actually.
It's 56
shorter.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the first 20 minutes were, but I don't know now.
Yeah. Yeah. Episode 2. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I didn't enjoy it. Wow. Sorry, didn't enjoy it. Like, the fighting was the only bit. But the thing is, well, obviously it's spoiled because I know what's happening and who doesn't die or whatever.
We played the game. It's not even a spoiler. We just played the game. Yeah.
Even the bloater, that was bullshit. Meeting Joel, that's bullshit.
Yeah. The zombies coming out of the ground out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. That's bullshit.
Just when she just walks past them.
Accidentally does exactly what she wants because the plot needs it to happen. Finding out Joel's name, I'll give it credit for that. That's slightly better.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I'm sticking with 4 out of 10.
Wow.
So yeah, Last of Us. Maybe we need to find a better season of television to watch instead of this. I think I've been watching Severance.
I've watched Severance.
You've watched all of Severance, yeah. So
you haven't finished it yet?
No, I haven't finished it yet. No, we're on our way. So
when you finish it, we'll have a discussion.
Maybe we'll have a discussion. Yeah, it's that's interesting. So if there are any other TV series that people recommend us to watch, then please do leave that in the comments. Give us some more things to sit down and focus on because we're doing this once a week. This is our one thing. This is basically my weekend to watch 1 hour of television and then talk about it.
Such is life.
So adult life. Yeah.
I have no TV shows on at the go at the moment. So
yeah.
Any recommendations would be nice.
Give it us. But okay, cool. Leave it there before it gets too late. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week in the next episode of Fuck the Last of Us. Joel Shouldn't Die.
Yep.
Okay.
See you later, guys.